All right, guys, Tony Rubel here with Rubel Trucks. I've been working on trucks my entire life. I'm 50. I started when I basically could walk. I learned how to work on trucks. From everything on this truck I can work on, take apart, put back together. So if you ever need anything, that's what we're extremely knowledgeable here. I'd like to say we're one of the best. I put us up there. I want to be the best. We're always striving to be better. But one of my friends had told me one time, he goes, why don't you put out an informational video talking about some, how to service, what you need to look at, what you should start on. We're always here for any calls. If you have a problem, we're very good at figuring it out. We can fix somebody else's problems. We're here. I have full service. All my techs are Cummins certified, Detroit and Allison certified, so I can do any kind of warranty work. We are a certified auto car dealer at the same time, but we carry a full line of trucks from Kenworths, Peterbilts, Western Stars, Max, Freightliners, auto car, obviously, international. We carry everything top to bottom. We don't just build one kind of truck. We're very good at building everything. So if you need cable, you need a hook lift, you need a service mechanical, whether it's just a tool truck, or you need a crane mechanical type truck, anything you need a high ab, you need a 6-story, 8-story, you need a knuckle boom. Guys, these are things we do. We do it, we've been doing it. We've got 55 years. I'm the third generation. I'm very proud of that. I've got 2 sons working here and a third actually working here also. And we're very proud that we're going into 4 generations. Never said we're perfect, but we're here for the customer. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is a lot of people are running Cummins X15. So we're going to discuss that. For severe duty, they typically say on an oil change, you're going to go 75,000 miles, 3,000 hours, or 12 months. That's going to be the interval change. So what you really need to focus on is 3,000 hours or 12 months. You need to do an oil change and a filter change and an air filter. So that's the first thing. With the Allison transmission, we need to look at that is a 36-month or a 3,000 hour interval change. So, and that goes up to 300,000, but when you get in severe duty, look at the hours and not the miles. The hours are the most key thing when we're in refuse right now. So if you're in waste and recycling, any type of construction, that's built by hours, not miles. So you always want to go by the hours or the time. So Cummins, every year, Allison, every 3 years at the longest. So the next thing we want to talk about is pretty simple. You're going to have, on a hook lift right here, you're going to have wear plates in here. So the wear plates, there's 4 of them in here, and then you've got 2 back here. Certain angles, it doesn't matter if it's Palfinger, Stellar, any make, any model. If somebody puts this in a very awkward position, sometimes these can get unlodged and they can move out and slide out. And if you start wondering why your jib slides side to side or has a little bit more play, either your wear plates are just worn down by time or you lost one. So it could have just been in an awkward angle that one can fall out. It happens. It's not something that happens all the time, but it can happen. And the biggest thing is it's not hard to fix. It's just talking with somebody that's knowledgeable about how to walk you through that. We carry all of these parts in stock. We don't just sell this. I want you to call us for everything we sell, and I will fix anybody else's truck too. We're here. We can walk you through any make and model, how to fix their wear, how to fix all the wear plates. If they fall out, what to do. Guys, when we come into like the rear rollers, there's not a lot of serviceability on these. I mean, you're going to grease every pivot point. Greaser, 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 all the way around. Greaserts back there and greaserts on each end of the cylinders. That's about it. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. Basically, it's just paying attention to simple things. The good thing is if you see grease coming out like this right here, you can see the grease coming out. Grease is full. But if you don't see any grease and it looks dry, it needs grease. But I would do it more on a weekly schedule. These get used all day long and take a lot of stress. These rollers, these bushings, these pens, they need grease. This is getting used nonstop. I would do it on a weekly, but it all depends on how many drops, how many you're picking up, how many you're dropping off. And that's gonna have to be determined by the user. But it's something that you absolutely have to do. I would have every driver have a grease gun in the truck, so that this is one of the prereqs, you know, just like when you get out and you have to check all the tires to make sure it's not a flat tire. You know, you have to kind of walk around the truck and do a full inspection. This should be part of your driver's maintenance. This should be one of the checklists that they have. Just like cleaning the truck out every day when they get out, you want to keep your truck as nice as possible. You should make them clean it out. I mean, you know how many trucks we trade in? They're like, they look like a pigsty. And that's, you know, and that's up to you as the owner. But the biggest thing is just taking care of, you know, the little things. These little things will add up and will save this unit. I mean, it'll last way longer. If you don't do this, these bogies back here, this is $3,000 to $5,000, depending on every part that we need to put in. So if these wear out, you're looking at up to $5,000 if you lose them both. These bushings in here and these pens, if you have to do that, guys, I've actually only had to replace that one time, and that's because no one greased it. It was dry as a bone, and it ended up getting egg-shaped. So when it gets egg-shaped, there's a lot to do that. We have to bore it out and fix it and put an oversized bushing in it. So try and eliminate that. The tarper, these tarpers, there's not a lot on like this roll right here. Pretty basic, greaseless system. Not a lot you have to go on this particular setup. We'll talk about a cable roll-off next, but on here, the Allison transmission and the engine, look at the hours, look at the interval changes that we discussed. That's on every refuse truck, needs to be for that series, that size, that many hours. But you got to pay attention to the hours or the time, not necessarily the miles. Miles are really irrelevant when it comes into waste recycling, any type of vocational work. Guys, if you have any questions, give us a call. Rubel Truck Sales, 260-493-6182. I'm Tony Rubel. You can call me anytime. You can talk to any of my sales guys. You want to talk to my shop, you want to schedule a service, or if you have problems with any of your hooks and you want someone to take a look at it, we're here. I can help you on the phone, or I can send a guy to your place. I've got a gentleman that will go anywhere in the country to work on your project.